I'm a wife and a mom. I'm a mom to three kids. And we generally live like an active lifestyle. Professionally, I am a physical therapist assistant and a women's health coach and a functional nutrition expert. So, like, all mesh, but all different at the same time.
You guys specialize in some of the women's health elements, like you mentioned as well.
Yeah, when working with patients, especially women's health, you just can't not talk about nutrition. You have to talk about what they're eating that might be causing those symptoms.
I think it's probably a very overlooked, just in medicine in general, just an overlooked element, nutritional elements that you focus on personally to just fuel your busy, active lifestyle, being a mom and working and just all of the things you're juggling.
So we easy on the go when we can. But I guess what I try to primarily focus on having a protein and some sort of fiber with every meal and or snack, just to help with satiety, make sure you're getting nutrient density with some of that stuff.
What you're saying, like protein and pair it with a fiber that can just be so helpful. A little nugget you can take away and apply and just do that much better on the daily. What those things that are our habits, if we can just one up them here and there, then all those little one ups add up and it makes a
Right,
difference.
totally.
More specifically with the microgreens and how you brought those into your world, are there any specific microgreens that you've opted to eat because of their unique nutritional value in relation to anything that you've mentioned thus far?
Yeah, I'm not super picky when it comes to them. And especially like the hormone blend too is like what I recommend and eat for myself too, just because I'm getting to that age. And we just all, hormones are the big talk right now too.
I'd be curious to know what have been the reactions from your kids with microgreens, because
Yeah.
toddlers, elementary school age, like what are your kids' ages and how have they responded to them?
Yeah. I have a 2, 5, and 7-year old and they don't mind them at all. They like, oh, can we have, they just like to eat them. They just like me to cut them off and eat them. Like they don't need me to hide them in anything. I put them in smoothies, but yeah, they just like them, which is great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
snacking on vitamins, you can do that.
Go for it.
Go for it. Have there been any ways that you found that you really enjoy eating them?
I love like the little crunch that they can provide. So I just like to top them on, whether it's a salad or even if like I have a plate of fish, just putting it on there or on top of already some like roasted veggies. But my all-time favorite is some goat cheese. So it adds a little bit of like nice fat with them. And so goat cheese maybe on a cracker or like a rice cake or whatever I have at the time.
What would be the purpose of incorporating a little bit of fat in with the microgreens?
It can just help get that whole nutrient density profile. And honestly, I just like love goat cheese. It's just it just tastes so good. The creaminess of the goat cheese, or cream cheese, depending on what you like, with the crunchiness of if you have a cracker and or the microgreens, it just is a good
Mhm.
combo.
As a functional nutrition expert in your realm, what are the dietary recommendations that you make?
Just feel exhausted no matter like
Yeah.
how much sleep they get. And so nutrition wise, what we've realized is they just aren't getting enough like nutrient density, especially as women. We have this like bad relationship with food and we really are more like carb dependent, but not the like fiber, because fiber is a type of carb, but not necessarily fiber. They just aren't having that nutrient density. Going back to that protein and fiber with every meal or snack just to support your body and give it the nutrients that it needs.
So, what are some of the key changes that you suggest they make when it comes to diet?
I'd
First of
say
all.
also water, like drinking
Mhm.
water, mindfully eating and chewing your food. Make sure you're chewing your food thoroughly because we're all just like eating on the go and shoving. And so that's the first part of digestion is chewing your food. So honestly, like I start there and then what specifically they eat.
Top three ways or top three tips for that. What would you say?
Plants. So just focusing on plants, which again, then you're going to get your fiber. And so eating a variety of plants. A good goal to shoot for is 30 different plants a week. And that can include fruits and vegetables and like whole grains. Write down a list of what different kind of plants they're eating. And if they're in that like 20 range, like they're doing okay. But if they're like, I only eat ten different things, let's try to add some variety just to get the different colors of the rainbow. And just like, again, everything has different nutrients, vitamins, minerals, things that we need. And so variety is key.
Mhm. What I hear you saying in that is just eating real whole food, just not your packaged.
If you're gonna have that, that's okay, but can you also have some of the other stuff? And so it's not that those are all bad, but what can we do to add other things that are quick and easy, like carrots or things,
Yeah.
microgreens? Yeah.
Yeah, or microgreens.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so good to keep things simple too. I think when
Hmm.
people think of just trying to change habits, lifestyle, that all of those things, you think it's A, going to be super expensive, B, time consuming, and C, it's just so complicated. I can't even wrap my mind around it. But I love what
Right.
you're saying where it's just adding some carrots, it's adding some microgreens, it's just focusing a little more on just those whole foods. So I think that's a really great tip.
One other thing I try to focus on too, just with any patient is like adding versus removing or getting rid, like the positive versus the negative, just for that mental shift too. And that's true of not just nutrition, but like any lifestyle modifications that they're making. Like, what can we add versus you can't have anything?
No, that's good. But even if just a
Hmm.
little bit, and maybe you feel that little bit of a difference, and it's just so motivating to keep taking little steps forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. Specific nutrients. Have you guys gotten into that realm of things? Or is it just a lighter approach where you're saying, try adding some of this and we'll see how it goes?
I just more recommend, again, like just adding. Can we just add something more general just to not make it confusing? Because again, there's so much nutrition advice out there and it's overwhelming even for myself that like knows what's going on. And so yeah, it's just more general, I'd say.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's really great. What would you say the response has been from your patient base when you've been handing out those trays of microgreens? Is it simple and approachable for them? Are they excited about it? What did they come back and say after they've tried them? I'm just curious.
I'd say it's a mixed bag. Like some people are like, oh, this is fun and exciting. Some people absolutely love them and they order more or
Yeah.
ask for more. And some are just like, that was good, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to like keep that up type of a thing.
Yeah, for sure. But I love that the approach you guys are taking is like equipping people and putting something new in their hands.
People just want to be heard most of the time. A lot of times people come to us and like they've been through the whole ringer of
Mm.
seeing different providers and the system. And so I think they just want to be like heard and validated, like that they're not crazy,
Yeah.
like something is going on. And so we just try to listen, apply some advice or like resources for them mostly, try to wrap them in resources to move forward.
With the hormone blend that
Yeah.
you guys created, can you just tell me a little bit more about that? Why you chose those specific microgreens to go in the tray
Mhm.
and who you would recommend it for?
We created that blend for that perimenopausal kind of patient. Many of us women have estrogen dominance for various reasons. The goal of the hormonal blend was to put a combination of microgreens together to support estrogen balance. There's a lot of fiber in the 4 different seeds, and because fiber helps with gut health, helps keep us having regular bowel movements, we need to get rid of what we're not using, right? And
Mhm.
so, like, flax seeds have fiber, but they also have the omega-3 benefits for skin and brain health, right? And then mung bean, again, is good. It's a legume, right? So fiber, and it's easy to digest. That was the reason for that one too, and it can aid in detoxification. And then broccoli and Brussels sprouts are paired together because they're both those cruciferous vegetables, good source of fiber, lots of good vitamins and antioxidants. They sulfuran, right, which aids in detox and promotes estrogen balance too. And I like to say for the broccoli specifically, it'd be like eating like 9 cups of broccoli, which is like what we need to really get the benefits of broccoli, right? No one's going to eat 9 cups of broccoli.
And microgreens are like a sneaky way of getting
Hmm.
all that, the volume of nutrition without, like you said, the 9 cups of broccoli. How would you recommend eating the hormone blend? How do you eat the hormone blend, or how would you recommend it?
Yeah, I usually recommend putting it on, again, salad, really actually topping it on like your piece of animal protein, if that's what you're
Mhm.
doing. Or if you're not doing that, you could put it on your like legumes or something too. But again, it adds that crunchiness on top of your protein. And then you know that you're getting your protein and your fiber.
That's right. If there was someone on the fence with making nutritional changes in their life, specifically really focusing on nutrient density, maybe even incorporating some microgreens, since that's kind of
Mhm.
what we're talking about. What's your advice or encouragement be?
I'd honestly say just do it, right? Because it's really a simple and easy way, because that's what we're looking for. It's a simple and easy way to get nutrient density to your diet without eating, just like we mentioned, like cups and cups or so many servings of those vegetables and grains, right? And they really are superfoods and healthy foods. And so it's just that quick and easy way that we're all looking for to incorporate those like superfoods.